Today, we are gonna make the world's largest 3D wire mandala. I usually make them in 2 rings or at most 3 rings, but I've never seen one made with 8 rings. And that's what we're gonna try today. We're gonna try to make one that's 8 beaded rings long. I think you're all gonna really enjoy this video. But before we get to it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoy it, and don't forget to comment below and let me know what you think. Let me know if there are any colors that you want me to try making next, or if there are any ideas you have for a challenge such as this. So with that, let's get to this challenge of making the world's largest 3D wire mandala. Let's go. Hey, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining in. Today I'm going to be making the world's largest 3D wire mandala. That's right, I'm going to be making one with not 2 or 3 rings, but 8 rings. Let's take a look at some of my supplies and accessories that I'm using today. I am using 8 different sets of beads. I chose solid colors because I think that would just let it pop more. We have several tools and accessories. These are just standard accessories you can find anywhere. And check this out. I made this card that transforms into different shapes. Alright, on to the main event. Alright, so we are going to start with these rings. We're going to add beads to them, and the timer will start as soon as the plier hits the ring. We need to make loops on these here first, but there goes the timer. Alright, so we begin. Our goal is to make this whole thing in under 1 hour. Now, to put that in perspective, it usually takes me about 25 minutes to 30 minutes to just make one from scratch. So essentially, with 8, I'm making 4 Meraki spheres, 4 fidget blooms in this video. I'm gonna have to make sure I keep up the pace, stay focused, and concentrate in order to get this done. So we're gonna add our first set of beads to the first ring, and this part, probably the easiest part in the whole process, beading the beads. It's also the most fun because I like to experiment with different colorways, different materials, and you can change it up however you'd like. I also am open to customer requests, so sometimes customers have themes that they want me to make it into, whether it's for a birthday, an anniversary, a wedding, those kind of stuff. So yeah, this is really one of the fun parts, and this is the last beaded ring that we are beading. Now what we have to do next is we need to close these loops so that they are a complete circle and that the beads don't come out. Let me know, have you seen this toy before? I remember back in the early 90s was when I first saw these wire mandalas, and I thought they were the most amazing things. You can transform them into dozens of shapes. They're very soothing and very calming to use. I really enjoyed playing around and fidgeting with them. From what I know is they were intentionally used as a hair accessory, but I think because of the way the wire is, they tend to get stuck in people's hair if you have like curly hair or wavy hair. So they've been more popular nowadays as a fidget toy, a bracelet, or as an ornament. So here I'm attaching the arches, and you'll see that each arch has 2 hooks that have to be put on. And then every subsequent arch has to be put on in an over-under pattern. So from behind and then to the front, from behind and to the front. This part is probably the most taxing on my hands, just because I have to hold the plier at my right, and then I have to hold together the arch and the beaded ring on my left. So this piece here looks like it's turned out great. It moves the way I want it to. I think the biggest challenge for this will be assembling the arches and the rings all together to create 1 foot-long piece. That's because I need to make sure that I get the direction right in which way the arches are turning towards. If I don't do that, then it kind of looks a little messy. It just looks kind of unorganized. So this colorway here, this is from a color called Mindful Clarity. Translucent clear beads. It's a really popular one. A lot of people like the clear with the gold. It makes it look really nice. It kind of gives it that elegant kind of feel. And as I make this, it's early in the morning, gotta have my coffee, but also my hands hurt. And that's why I invented these Orbi loops. They're basically a fidget that you can tumble with your fingers. You can twist it, turn it, and it's just a really calming and relaxing piece to get your hands kind of warmed up and get your joints moving. So now I can continue on. This color is from a colorway called Candy Apple. They're glass beads, glass red beads, and they really pop with the gold. I really like this one. This is why I wanted to add this to my 8-ringed version. So that one there is complete. And we hit the halfway mark right about here now. And really it's just focus and concentration getting all these pieces done. We're at the 16-minute mark, so we're doing pretty good. But it's the banding and the tidying of the wire part that takes quite a long time. So I think we might have enough time to get that all done. But yeah, I just wanted to also mention that I will be attending a lot of in-person market events over the holiday season. So if you're out and about the city of Edmonton, be sure to check out some events. A lot of them are still TBD as I wait for my applications to come back. But yeah, I'll be carrying a lot of my products there. So the Orbi loops, the Meraki Spheres, and I'll have them in a lot of the popular colors that a lot of you enjoy, such as this Shamrock Green color. I'll have it in Prismatic Void, Candy Apple, Mystic Unicorn, and I'll also include some new colors. At these events, I like to test new styles and new colors just to see what the public perception is on them. It's one thing to post them online and see if anyone will buy them, but it's also another to see what a person's reaction is in person. Here, you'll see my hands are really starting to feel it, so I'm loosening them up just a little bit with my Orbi loops. Alright, now that we are past the halfway mark, here we are with a purple glass bead version. This one is also one of my favorites. I think purple and gold go really well. What color doesn't go well with gold, right? But yeah, so we're making this here, and I think these are the last 2 rings that we got to work on. So we got the sky blue, which is a nice vibrant and light blue glass bead. That is completed there, and then we move on to gray. This is the last and 8th beaded ring. We are almost there, but not quite, because we still have to put this all together. Hey, and just a huge shout out if you're still watching this video, and if you're still joining me on making the world's largest 3D wire mandala. You know, honestly, my business wouldn't be what it is without any of you. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Your support, sharing my videos, sharing my products, getting the word out there really helps more than you can ever know. So thank you. Here we have the banding wire, and this is a really thin 22 gauge brass wire. And I chose this because A, it's easy to work with, B, it's the same color and material as the beaded rings, and C, it holds really well. So for a thin wire, it's surprisingly very tough. So we just line up the arches and we wrap the wire just around each arch. That's right, each arch needs a banding wire. So that really is time consuming. With this process, you want to make sure you're careful, because if you're not, you might end up pricking your finger, which could hurt quite a bit. I know I've done that a few times in the past, but here we go. Usually I do the banding wire for all my pieces and then I close them up with the pliers, but in this case I have to do the banding wire, wrap the wire, then close the pliers because I need to collapse the middle in order for me to be able to easily work on the next one. Now this is something that I've realized when making the 3-ring version, and when it comes to this 8-ring version, we'll have to see how this goes. I know that it could get pretty bottom heavy at one point, but so far it's looking really good. I'm actually really impressed with the way that this is turning out. And I think this is going to be really fun to play with. Let me know what you think. Should I make this as a standard version in my shop? I think this would be a really fun addition. I'm sure customers will find ways to enjoy this, find ways to use it. That's another thing I love about this product is, I initially saw it as a fidget toy or an ornament, but people have found ways to really enjoy this beyond basically the surface. So some people enjoy it as a wine bottle decor, a fruit holder, a napkin holder. A lot of people have gifted it in a lot of different events or scenarios that I never would have thought of, like for your bridesmaids or groomsmen or anniversary gifts. It's a very versatile piece, and I think that's what makes this really popular with a lot of people. So here we are, I think, connecting the second to last piece, and it is looking absolutely monstrous. This looks really cool. We are at the 42-minute mark, 43-minute mark, and you got one more piece to go. We're definitely going to hit the under-hour goal. And once we finish this, I can't wait to open it up and see how it looks. Here we go. Just doing the last tidying up of the wire. Let me know what you think about all the colors. I think the colors look great. The contrast with the blue, the purple, the gray, the red, the white. I think that really makes it look very elegant, very classy. I'd be interested to try different colorways, so if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments what kind of colorways you want me to try out. I can do like all red, and there we go. We finished at 45:09 seconds. That is a job well done. Look at how crazy this thing looks. Alright, the real test now. We are going to pull this apart, and hopefully everything moves in a very smooth and very satisfying fashion. There you have it. Everything's connected, everything moves, everything works. And as I'm playing with this for the first time, there are so many cool things that you can do with it. You can collapse it, and it makes a very nice clink kind of sound as you do this. It's so satisfying to collapse and expand this fidget bloom. And I like to spin my fidget blooms too. Let's see if it's spinnable. It's spinnable. Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, for watching this video, and for letting me know, what kind of colors or challenges you want me to do next. This has been really fun, and it's really a neat opportunity to explore my product. It's a neat opportunity to learn more about what I can do, go over my boundaries. There's really no limit to what I can do with this. So with that, be sure to smash that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed it, and you can purchase my products on my Etsy shop. Just search Meraki Sphere, like I have just over there, and you can shop from hundreds of styles. They're great gifts for Christmas, for new graduates, all those kind of things. So with that, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing month. Bye now.